This is 100 yards of football, where all unoriginal broadcasters come to get their information. Mr. Football, Vincent Turner, Week 6 NFL preview, right here. The Giants versus the Ravens, where the Ravens are coming off a 19-17 win against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Giants beat the Green Bay Packers in London 27-22. These two teams didn't play each other on last season, but the NFL Week 6 game is scheduled to kick off at a 10 a.m. start on Sunday and can be seen on CBS. But first, the prediction given to you here by Mr. Football, Vincent Turner, Stick and Stay, the Crystal Ball, Giants, Ravens, Vincent Turner, 100 yards of football.
If you like the video today, please comment and share it. As Mr. Mark Bass told you just a few minutes ago, I'm Mr. Football, Vincent Turner. Special thanks to my producer, Mr. Logan Landers, the Giants and the Ravens. I'm going to start with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm sorry for doubting you. I'm sorry for doubting you, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, please pay him. Please pay him. Please pay him. South Florida in the house. Deion Sanders, Bobby Butler, Ricky Jackson. Lamar Jackson, outstanding football player. I'm going to say this about this young man. To come into the season and bet on yourself and say, hey, I'm going to still prove myself to get my money where every other major quarterback has got their money. That's saying a lot about that young man. He's betting on himself, and that's why God is in this plan. Lamar Jackson last week, 19 of 22, 174 yards, 58 yards rushing on 12 carries. Bobby Petrino, Louisville, knew what he had in that diamond when he started him as a quarterback. As a true freshman a couple of years ago when I was in the Georgia Dome watching Louisville play Auburn in the Chick-fil-A Classic. I said, that young man is fast, and he's going to be special. Then look at the Ravens running game last week. J.K. Dobbins had 44 yards on 8 carries. The Ohio State Buckeye. And then Keon Drake last week, 4 carries for 26 yards. You want to know something? I broadcast live out of my house. That's where I'm at right now in Douglasville, Georgia. But I seen Keon Drake playing high school. We played at Hillgrove over there in Powder Springs, Roll Tide, the University of Alabama. And I want to talk about the tight end position with the Ravens. Everybody talk about Travis Kelce, Dufat. Everybody talk about George Kittle. No question about it. Everybody talk about Kyle Pitts. But I'm going to tell you something. Lamar Jackson got a good friend. Mark Andrews out of the University of Oklahoma. 3 touchdowns in 3 straight games. Been consistent since he's been in the league. 8 receptions for 88 yards. Mark Andrews might be one of the top 5 tight ends in the game. Boomer Sooner. Now let's talk about the New York Giants. Brian Daboll. Oh, Canada. Wayne Gretzky. Bobby Hall. Brent Hall. Excuse me, let me get some water. A lot of people don't know the young man was born in Canada. I like the story. He was former OC with the University of Alabama. Remember when they won the national championship a couple years ago? He has brought a really nice culture to the Giants. The Giants are balling. The New York Giants up there on Broadway. Warriors come out to play. Saquon Barkley. One thing about Saquon Barkley that we can say, if he's healthy, he's going to be one of the best backs in the game. The only problem with him over the last few years playing with the New York Giants, he hasn't been healthy. But last week, he looked real good against the Green Bay Packers. 17 carries, 70 yards. But he had that outstanding 17-yard touchdown run. Then he had 3 receptions for 36 yards. Saquon Barkley, you representing Penn State to the next level. Franco Harris, Lydell Mitchell, 1950s, Lenny Moore. And kudos family to the young man that went to the small school down there on Tobacco Road. who's been really getting blasted over the last 4 years since he's been up there in New York. I got to give him his flowers. He's played some very solid football. And it seemed to me New York wants to run him out. They still want to run it out, but we need to give our flowers to Daniel Jones. The Giants are 4-1. He's got 848 yards on the season passing, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But the one thing that Daniel Jones has done, he's got a little better prep. He's more under control. He's more of a high-level game manager. The smart man from Duke University. So, I'm taking the Ravens in a close football game, 20-17. Lamar Jackson, who should get his money, is going to take the Ravens to a victory. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. I surely appreciate hearing 100 Yards Football. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. Special thanks to my man, Mr. Mark Bass, and to the whole staff here at 100 Yards Football. All I can say is this, Lamar Jackson, you need to get your money. I'm sorry for doubting you. And the Giants, Brian Double, old Canada. I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about hockey. Dabo, let's coach into the high level. Wayne Gretzky,